me see, is it live? Cool. What's going on, Chris? What's up, Zion? So let's hope for the better. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. This is the first time I'm also going live on YouTube, by the way. So we gonna see what that experience is like. That's why you see me at a different angle right now. You say he don't know where to watch it now? You can keep watching it on TikTok, man. That's fine. Nothing wrong with it. I got to get like adjusted to it from like a stimuli perspective. Having multiple cameras on you is a weird feeling. What's up, Mimi? Yeah, we're doing YouTube tonight as well. We got to build YouTube up like we built up TikTok. You feel me? Angelus, what's going on? Hello. Going once. Going twice. That was probably a matchmaking person anyway. So we'll see. Yeah, it's nothing. It's a different game. But my YouTube been growing, bro. Posting like shorts and stuff like that. What's up, Destiny?
Yeah, I'm good. What's up?
What can I do for you, man?
Um, Actually looking for a relationship.
Wrong place, brother. How do you begin dating where there is no trust? What do you mean? You might have to elaborate on that, big dog. Or come up, talk to me, and we'll see. You know, they like a good dating show. Facts, facts, facts. Facts, facts. I got any mods in the chat? I ain't seen none of my mods pop in just yet. You scroll by at the perfect time. That's hilarious. Hannah, how long you been here? Why you been quiet? Why you been quiet? Why you hiding, Hannah? What's going on? I don't like that. You normally announce yourself to the room. What's up, honey? You trying to get YouTube set up on your TV? Okay. I mean, YouTube is dead right now. YouTube is gonna take a while, so we just have to start right now. It'll probably be months before it gets like any kind of real traction. I'm good, honey. How are you? All right, people. It's a dating and relationship Q&A. So if you have a dating and relationship questions, hit the button at the bottom of the screen with the blue and pink person. I'll bring you up. We'll talk about your issue. We will talk about your issue. Let me see. My show is on. I'm happy to hear it. Victory, what's going on?
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What can I do for you? What can I do for you, Victory? They can't be real. They can't be real. There's no way they're real. These are not real people. How does that happen all the time? They say good morning. And then when I say, what can I do for you? There's no response for 30 seconds. How is that like a consistent thing? These can't be real people, man. There's no way. Breezy, what's up?
Hey, I'm back.
How you doing?
Good. I just came for a little update on your inquiry.
Okay. Talk to me.
It did not work. It did not work.
What didn't work? I don't even know what we're talking about. So give me a little recap.
Wait, actually, no, I'm gonna come back here. Hold on. I gotta come back. Bye.
Okay. Come back. Just come back. Shorty said it didn't work. Now I'm very curious. She gonna drop the bomb on us and dip out. Okay, starting to get some more callers now. And they all look questionable. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. Miriam, what's going on? Okay, Miriam's going. What's up, bro? You're muted, by the way.
Good evening.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, good evening. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What can I do for you?
I'm Steve. I'm calling from Africa, Ghana.
What can I do for you? Yep. See? You see the 30-second pause after what can I do for you? It's like a script. It's a script that they're using. It has to be, man.
Hello.
What's up, man?
Hey, thank you for letting me join your live.
Sure. What can I do for you?
I just want to ask you for advice. Dating as a single dad,
Okay.
and I tried, like online dating, and it hasn't worked out.
Gotcha. Okay. How long have you been single?
It's gonna be 4 years already, and I have two girls. I was married,
Mm-hmm.
and now separated, and they're 8 and 5.
Okay. So you said you tried dating apps. Is that the only thing you tried?
Yeah, just basically online dating, and a friend, his mom like introduced me to somebody, but it was just one date, and that was it. Like we didn't talk after that.
Gotcha. Okay. How are you with getting matches on dating apps?
Really bad, honestly. Like almost nobody,
Okay. How tall are you?
nobody matches, and it's like hard to talk to them. Like online dating.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1",
Nice. Okay.
and I think like 6'2" with shoes on.
Okay. Nice. Well, you meeting that standard, so that's good. Let me ask you this: the pictures on your dating app profile, do they look anything like the picture I'm looking at right now? Your profile picture?
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
I
Got it.
just
No.
use it for motivation for myself
No.
to keep me
No.
motivated.
That's not gonna work. Dating apps are when you're not getting any matches on dating apps, it's 100% a picture thing. It's always pictures. So looking at your picture right here on your profile, there's nothing there. Like, what do you think a woman thinks when she looks at that?
I don't know. I just try to take care of myself.
Mhm.
Like try to go to the gym.
Yeah, I hear you. That's
Stay
good.
fit.
That's good. But it's like you have to think from the perspective of like, if a woman was to see this picture, would she be interested in me? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have to take pictures from that perspective. So you just
so what
need
do you recommend? Like,
better pictures, bro. Like get on Pinterest, look at like even look at some TikTok videos of guys who are like maybe the guys who are into style. Just like see how they take pictures of themselves. And you want to model that a little bit. Not become another person, just show yourself in a more attractive light, right? And that's if you're going to use dating apps. If you're going to use dating apps, you got to get the pictures down.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Like honestly, like this year, like one of my one of the things I want to do is like I already deleted all the dating apps,
Okay.
and I told myself, because I'm really shy and like I want to meet somebody in person.
Nice.
I don't want to depend on that.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's good. So what's your plan for doing that?
Yeah, like one of my goals, for this year would be like try to talk to somebody in person or meet them in person, like not on dating apps, because that's kind of sketchy too. Like you never know, how the like what kind of woman it's gonna be.
Okay. So what is your plan on when it comes to doing that? Meeting somebody in person.
I don't know, because I live like in a small town, kind of
Okay.
like a small area.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know like how to even approach, in person.
Okay. So you don't have a plan, essentially. All right.
No,
The ideal.
just well, my plan was like to go out more, like to go out more and like social events or, where there's a lot of people around.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
start.
That's pretty much it.
That's a start. The ideal scenario is to put yourself in environments where you have to see the same people over and over again. Right? That's
Yeah.
the ideal. Like playing the long game, man. That's the ideal situation. Like that's
Yeah,
why.
I'm sorry. Somebody said church. I am going to like a group, but all the girls there, they're like really young. They're like in their 20s. So, I'm 35, so I wouldn't want to, like try to meet a younger that much younger than me.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, you're going to have to test different things out, right? So the first thing you try may not be the thing that's fruitful for you, but you just have to iterate. That means make improvements as you go, okay? So you're going to have to try out different environments. It may entail you driving to like a bigger city, finding like a hobby or something like that to engage in so you can start a co-ed hobby, right? So there's women there as well. Like sports league, like Kay just said, is a great way to start meeting people. If you have good, what is it? Kinesthetic intelligence. Is that the right word? That's K something. Where you're into your body, move your body well. Like dance classes is a great way to meet women. Like great way to meet women. Okay. So that's going to solve your exposure problem, like your marketing problem. That's part of your problem right now. You have a marketing problem. Very few women know you exist. Okay? So putting yourself in those environments where you see the same people over and over again, and ideally an environment where you can display some degree of competence. So something where you're either good at it or you have the capacity to be really good at it, right? And that's going to frame you in a more attractive light to onlookers. Okay? So that's the first step. There's going to be more to this though, okay? Hearing you talk, I know there's some confidence issues. You talk very soft. Very soft, non-threatening. We gotta fix that. We need more power coming from your voice, right? You see how I'm talking to you right now, projecting a little bit. You want to start doing that. You're talking as if there's people around and you don't want them to hear the conversation. Okay? So you want
It's
to
just like
go ahead.
naturally also have like really low, testosterone, and I'm trying to work on getting that up
Okay, good.
also.
Nice. It's going to be a work in progress, man, but you're doing the most important part. Like, you're here asking questions, you're developing a plan. Now it's just a matter of like implementing the plan. And like I said, iterating as you go. So first step is going to be putting yourself in those environments, all right? And then you stay in the gym, you take this picture I'm looking at down, and you start, doing some TRT, testosterone replacement therapy or something like that. You'll be good. It may take a little bit of time, but if you're committed, and consistent, you'll be all right. Okay? And where are you located right now?
I'm in Southern California.
Nice.
I don't know if anybody knows. It's like a valley and it's like a desert. It's like, really hot here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's like small cities just around. And I'm kind of close to this. I'm like 2 hours away from San Diego. So that's good. I could travel there.
Mm-hmm. Well, good, man.
But yeah. I
Yeah.
don't really, go out because of my daughters. And, I'm a single dad. I have custody of my daughters and my mom's the one that helps me.
Okay.
So I don't want to have her watch them all the time also.
I understand that. That's a real constraint, but that should put you in a position to where you can go out at least like once a week, right? At the very least bi-weekly to some sort of event, some sort of hobby, right? And that's enough. It's more than enough, actually. Okay? So just try that out. Come back. Let me know how it goes. All right?
All right, thank you so much, and thank you guys in the chat.
Absolutely, brother. Best of luck to you, man.
All right, thank you.
Oh, my bad. Cut him off. My bad, bro. Don't get on testosterone and come after me with that newfound aggression. That's a good call out, though. A lot of guys just like their T levels are low. You'll be surprised how much that would impact your behavior when your T levels are not in a healthy state. Arnica, are you available? Like, you're muted right now, love. What's going on? Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Hello. I'm bad. You?
Good. What can I do for you?
I just came just on the platform, but I don't know where the platform.
All right. Arnica is out of here. Landra, what's going on? Landra, you there? You're muted. No, I don't think Shorty wanted a man. She said, I don't know what's going on here. What are we talking about? Imagine walking to a group of strangers who are in the middle of a conversation. Like, hey, guys, what are we talking about? They do things differently overseas, apparently. Arthur, what's going on? You there? You're muted.
Hello.
All right, get Michael the fuck out of here. Read the room, bro. Arthur, are you there? Because you're muted. All right, we gotta drop Arthur. Too slow. Sorry, you lost your opportunity. Luke, what's up? You're muted.
What's up? How you doing?
Doing all right, bro. How are you?
Doing good. So you do dating and relationship advice, correct?
I do.
Okay, that's good. So I'm currently 24 years old.
Mhm.
I'm looking into dating. Obviously, I did my time. I went to prison for a little bit. However, looking for a woman is kind of hard for certain guys. Certain guys have issues looking for guys because we have to disclose certain information about ourselves towards women. So that makes it hard for women to kind of take us seriously. So I just wanted your opinion on withholding certain information from them, or should I just be truthful and honest right off the bat?
Okay. What do you need to be honest about?
So in my state, what is that noise?
Oh, my bad. I think Victor is not muted.
Yeah, in my state, we have to tell people that you're on the sex offender registry, and that you have to report that to anyone that you're speaking to. Make sure you're not near schools and stuff like that. So I just wanted to know. Obviously, that's not going to work out. So maybe them finding out is probably the best idea. Do you think so, or should I just be honest right off the bat?
That's a rough one, big dog. That's a rough one. Not gonna lie to you. Yeah, you need to be honest right off the bat.
Right off the bat. Well, what if you change? Like, do you think you could? Like, I don't know if I can say the word on here, but do you think you could change if you're previously a rapist, even though that was in my previous life? Even though that was certain mistakes I did.
Sure. The trolls are out of control. Let's keep it moving. Victor, you can always tell a troll because their tone does not match what they're talking about. Victor, what's up?
How you doing?
Good. How are you, man? What can I do for you?
Nice meeting you.
Likewise. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a wife.
Best of luck, brother. Best of luck. We're going to get through this batch, people. I promise you, we're going to get through this batch. Arthur, what's going on?
So your position is You do advice on marriages, relationships.
You say you need advice on what?
Um,
All right. One of the mods got him out of here. I think he did have a question though. Matt's got to go. Matt's can't read the room. All right. Ice Lady, what's going on? Ice Lady, are you there? You're muted. Okay, Ice Lady has to go as well. Hello.
Hello?
How you doing?
I'm fine. I got a question.
Sure.
Hold on. Talking to for about since May or
Okay.
whatever, and this guy we started talking and we got kind of deep real quick. Like it went really really fast. We kind of started the I love you in like 60 days, like literally, and then we fell off in August because I found out he was talking to other women, right? And now he's back. And I don't know what to do. I don't know if it's stupid of me to go back or if it's not. I don't know.
Okay.
Is that a valid question?
So you said that you've been talking to him since May?
Yeah, we had been talking since May.
Okay. And then you found out that he was talking to other women?
Yes.
Okay. Were y'all ever in a relationship?
No.
Okay. So y'all weren't exclusive. Were you exclusive?
Yes.
Okay. That's fair. All right. So you were exclusive. You found out after you became exclusive that he was talking to other women. And then you decided to end the relationship.
Yes.
Okay. And now the question is it a good idea for you to go back?
Yeah. And the reason I'm asking if it's a good idea to go back is because when I found out that he was talking to the other lady, I did reach out to her. Not on no messy or drama type stuff, but I reached out to her like, hey, look, we are sleeping together. We're not using protection. I don't know if you guys are sleeping together and using protection, but I know he's not going to be honest enough with you to tell you that. So if you guys aren't using protection, I know for me, I'm going to go get tested, blah, blah, blah. And, I think that's important for you to go get too, because obviously we're all sleeping together, period. So I feel like the only reason he is back is because she's no longer talking to him. And I don't know if that's an intuition or, no, I know it's valid that she's not talking to him anymore. So I don't know. It's a confusing situation.
Okay. So you left him because he was talking to other women, which means you couldn't trust him, right?
Correct.
So why go back? What has changed?
That's a good question. Nothing, I guess.
Okay, then. So, you still can't trust him, right?
No.
Okay.
But I have a love for him. So how do I navigate through that? I don't want to be in a relationship with him, but I do want to have him as a friend. But I think that could possibly not happen because of our emotional connection.
True. That's very accurate. It's too late for that.
Okay.
You just want him around because you care for him, right? So you're like, if I can have in any way, I would just like to have you around, right? But it's too late now.
Right.
So the best case scenario is just to move on and then find someone else that you can actually connect with. Because if you were exclusive with him, that tells me that you do want a relationship. And if you continue dealing with him, you prevent yourself from entering into a relationship.
Okay. Makes sense. Thank you.
No problem, love. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Who we got next? Hello.
Hello. I've come up here before. I don't know if you remember me.
Unfortunately, I do not, love. What can I do for you, though?
Well, basically, I told you I was a 28-year-old virgin. And I had been dating this guy for a while, and I haven't told him, and things are pretty serious, and I was feeling afraid to bring it up. But I took your advice, and I told him
Okay.
that I was still a virgin. Now he's like wanting to know when it's gonna happen, basically.
Yeah.
And I just keep saying it's gonna happen one day.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like he's getting a little bit more anxious about it. I'm not really sure, like I'm starting to feel like a little pressured from him. I don't want to end it, like things are going well, but he is starting to kind of be like, well, what are you waiting for, type of thing.
Yeah, I get it. What are you waiting for?
Well, it's just like once you do it, there's no going back.
True.
I've waited this long, so I need it to be perfect, and I would just rather have it happen organically. Like, I don't like the idea of putting like a set date on it, you know?
I understand
I
that.
feel like that takes away the romance part of it.
I understand. Okay. You say you're how old? 28?
Yes.
Okay. I hear what you're saying. But
Hi.
get him out of here. Get him out of here. I hear what you're saying. But okay, so you say you want it to happen organically. What does that look like?
Like, we're together, and I guess like I just feel like 100% ready for it.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to feel like rushed into it. Like, it's just like a perfect moment, and it just
I hear you.
happens.
I hear you.
Type of, yeah.
I asked that question because you're likely not going to have that experience. Because you're 28, so that would tell me that it would have happened by now. If you were just waiting for it to happen organically, it would have happened by now. So you have some degree of discomfort around the situation. That you have a fantasy narrative in your head that reality is not going to match. So you're going to be with this man and you're just going to keep saying, no, it doesn't feel right. Right? And keep pushing it back, keep pushing it back, keep pushing it back, keep pushing it back. Right? So you got to kind of unpack like what's going on there, what story you're telling yourself. You know? What you like, what is the meaning you're attaching to your virginity, right? Like, what are you preserving it for? And I'm not trying to get you to lose it by any means. I'm just want to understand it with you.
Well, you only lose it once.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I've waited this long, so I would prefer it to be with the guy I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. Like, I look at it as a gift to the guy I'm going to be with, even if we do it before marriage. I still just like need to feel very secure. We've been together for almost a year, so it's been a while, but
yeah, see, that's the thing. Here's the thing that a lot of people in the chat don't understand. A lot of times when women are virgins and there's no real strong reasoning behind it, like abstaining, it's because they're very neurotic, very fearful about it, right? So on the surface, it seems like a good thing. There's women in the chat who are like, yay, but they don't understand the why behind it. The why behind it is fear. It's not nobility, it's fear, right? So you have some sort of fear attached to this. So you've been dating this guy for a year. At what point will he prove to you that he's like the one for you? What else is needed?
Good question. I mean, because there isn't anything he hasn't done. I guess like maybe it's a mind thing. Like I just don't feel like 100% there yet. Why? I'm not sure. Like I can see myself doing it with him and losing it to him, but just not yet.
I get it. But that just not yet is going to keep being just not yet, right? Until you fully unpack this. Like, it's one thing to be like, I want to wait till I'm married, right? It's one thing to say that. You're saying, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. You could be in a situation where you do marry him and you still don't sleep with him because you still don't feel right. You get what I'm saying? So you have to unpack what fear you have associated with this. Because if you're letting the feeling guide your decision, it's very possible you will never feel that feeling. And you'll keep kicking the can down the road. Right?
I guess I'm just afraid of regret.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the things. Or it doesn't happen the way I imagined, or I regret losing it to him, or I don't know, what if he changes after he gets it, you know? I don't know. It's just like a lot of thoughts.
I get it. I understand. What about the regret of people you can lose in the process?
Yeah, I don't want to lose him either. I guess like I don't know, maybe if we did get engaged, maybe that would bring a little bit of security. Maybe if that happened, I do love him.
I understand.
I do think he's a great man, and I can see myself with him. It's just all very scary. Like I said, it is something important to me, which is why I've waited so long. And and like I said, I do see that as a gift to give to the man that you love. You know, like he's the only one that has experienced me in this way. Or has had it, basically.
Okay. But you do understand that engagements, marriage, all of that does not guarantee that you'll stay in that relationship, right?
Yes. But I guess it would give me more security mentally. Like, okay, he's really committed to me.
It might. Or this is a story you're telling yourself because it hasn't happened yet, so you still feel safe. So it makes you feel like safe knowing that, like, okay, well, at this next milestone, then I'll do it. And then that milestone comes and it's like, I still don't want to do it. Because what if he ends the engagement and then you get married, right? That's the next milestone. And then you still don't have that feeling. Because then you're like, what if he divorces me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's definitely something to unpack a bit more, love. Kind of out of my depth to go that deep into things. But it is something that you have to kind of think about, unpack, maybe with a therapist to see exactly what's going on, exactly why you have this hurdle here, right? Because the why behind why you do something is more important than what you're doing. You can have two women who are virgins, and one person is like, oh yeah, her why behind being a virgin is great. She wants to preserve her body for like Christian reasons or other religious reasons, and it's like she wants to do this only with her husband, right? Tip my hat to her. You're saying I'm scared. Whole different conversation, right? So that's definitely something to unpack, all right? But I wish you the best of luck.
Okay. Thank you for your help.
No problem, love. You take care.
You too.
I'm glad I got that question because that just shows like the nuance in like human behavior. So we have a lot of simpletons in the chat. Keep it, girl. Did you hear anything in the discussion? Did you hear anything in that back and forth? Jesus Christ. She's not in a good situation. because fear is ruling her. You know what I mean? So she probably will never sleep with anybody until she unpacks that. This is not something to celebrate. The reason behind why she's doing it is not a good reason. It's an unhealthy reason. Do we understand that? Hold on, big dog. Do we understand that, chat? I just want to make sure we understand that. I don't know if some of y'all are new here. Because, whoa. All right. Ibra, what's going on, man? Did the mods take him down? You gotta read the room, people. Don't just come out here blurting shit. If you see me talking, wait till I finish talking. It's the social skills. These damn phones. No social skills nowadays. No social graces. Okay. Do we got any more calls? Anyone in the queue? Anyone in the queue? We got Skylar. My man Skylar. See what he talking about. What's going on, bro?
Yo.
What's happening?
What's happening, player?
Chilling. What's up with you?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. I talked to you the other day.
Yeah.
But seemed like nobody want to talk, so I got a question for the homies, man.
Let's go.
What's the fine line between, I see you talking about chasing your desires, and then there's also a fine line of like in a talking stage where you don't be like overly pushy. Obviously, you kind of have a chill aspect to it. You know what I'm saying?
When you say chasing your desires, what do you mean?
Like chasing your desires. Like, I don't know, I'm a charismatic guy. I feel like obviously if a woman truly likes you, there's nothing really you could say that she wouldn't like about what you're saying specifically. I guess. I guess I can give you a little backstory.
Sure.
So I met this girl. She moved away, actually. She added me on Snap. She said she liked my smile. My homie put me on with her.
Okay.
And I never really snapped her or nothing, obviously. And then I was traveling to where she was at. So I hit her up, and she's like, I'm actually coming back down to where you're at. And I was like, oh, man. So anyways, we ended up linking up, and then it was really good. It was chill. And then we're obviously just chit-chatting a little bit here and there. And, obviously we're not, like, near each other, so it's not like I can just see her in person, which is more natural way of doing things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to be texting all. I can't text all day. I got stuff I got to do.
That's right.
So it's just like it's not as natural. So like I don't know. Like she'll post something on her story, and she's low key semi like TikTok famous, so she's constantly getting validated by men.
Yeah.
And so she'll get turned off by overly. You're overly going for someone. Like, you can't just do that type of stuff with that type of woman, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess what's the fine line of, like, not chasing but pursuing intentionally, and then how she perceives it, I guess, is my question.
Okay. So, y'all haven't linked at all, right?
No, we had a date. We had one date.
Okay.
And then only other really times we talked, I'll say something like funny or like reply to her story, like saying something funny. And then only other time we say something, I'm like, she's supposed to come this weekend, but she's a hard-working woman. I don't know if she's gonna come or not, but so she's supposed to come this weekend. But
okay, how frequently do y'all talk?
I say like might be like 1 or 2 messages a day, something like that.
Okay, sound like you're in a good spot.
Yeah,
with the consistent communication, you already had one date with her. You trying to see like how to calibrate to the situation? Like, should you hold back? It sounds like you're doing a good job. Like, there's nothing special that you have to do.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I told you this last time, like anxiously attached, but I've like really have worked on that and have found, centered myself to get like emotionally detaching. Because as a man, I feel like you have to emotionally detach, throughout the world. Mm-hmm. Not so much like if you're in a relationship, obviously you have to be emotionally involved with a woman.
Sure.
But throughout life as a man, you have to be more emotionally detached, like, as far as like business goes and making decisions and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But, I guess it's hard at sometimes, like if you are emotionally attached, you overthink stuff. You overly process, you overly fantasize certain things and stuff like that. So,
right.
You know, I really know the answer, bro. I'm just talking.
I was about to say, I know last time we talked, you were basically saying that you were anxiously attached and you had a good handle on it now, right? Yeah. So you good, man. You good. It's like, you know, it's actually a superpower when you have these insecure attachment styles and you do the work. That's something people don't talk about, right? If you're anxiously attached and you know how to regulate, you become like a really good lover, right? If you're avoidantly attached and you know how to be vulnerable and be close, you become someone who can be, your superpower is like compartmentalizing, right? And just being independent and getting things done, but you don't sacrifice your ability to connect in order to do so, right? If you're fearful avoidant people tend to be the most like caring, loving, supportive, like best partners to be with when they heal. Because they still have like that thing about them, that emotional sensitivity. Right now it's a bad thing because they can't control it, but then when they learn to regulate and do the trauma work, now they're in a position to where it's like they can be one of the top tier partners. So you're in a good spot considering that you are anxiously attached and you're kind of learning how to become more secure, right? In this specific situation, there's nothing different that you have to do. You treat all women the same, bro. That's like her social media following should not make a difference. They probably don't like people who treat them differently because of their following. You know what I mean? So you just keep doing what you're doing. Keep being your charismatic self. Keep regulating whenever like you get activated, and just keep following the path, man. You're not doing anything wrong. Especially she already done said she agrees to see you this weekend. Maybe she shows up, maybe she doesn't, but you already got her out. And you know, just talking to you right now, I get the vibe. I'm sure you did your thing on the first date, right? So that increases the odds there will be a second one. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all good.
Hell yeah.
But keep me posted though, man.
I got you.
Keep me posted.
Also, I'm in North Carolina too. I don't know if you said you were in North Carolina?
Yeah. What part?
Where? I'm in Wilmington.
Wilmington? I'm in Raleigh.
Oh, okay. You're not far at all.
Yeah. We'll connect, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
All right, my guy. You have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Mm-hmm. All right. Landra.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, what's going on? Was Landra up earlier? Did we already? Okay, you're back.
What'd you say?
I said, were you up earlier?
Yeah, but I couldn't get off mute, so sorry about that.
Okay, you're good. You're good. What's going on?
So basically, I'm in a situation where I like a coworker, but I want to know if I'm being like charmed, or you know, if he could like potentially be interested.
Okay. Tell me about it.
So basically, like, he stops at my desk every day. I don't see him stop by anybody else's desk every day, you know, to talk or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's offered me, one day I was talking about Costco. He offered me to go to Costco with him. He offered me to visit his church. And then he also offered to show me like around the city, basically. But me, like, I'm like, why are you being so nice to me? You know, so that could have been like my fault, like kind of being in my head about it. So I basically ended up visiting the church because I was looking for like a church home anyway. So I went to the church for like 3 months, but when I was going to the church, like I wasn't, like telling him I was there. Like I told him I was there like a couple times, but not like every time. But I really liked the church. Like that was my main like goal of going to the church, was because I was looking for a church home. So I ended up joining the church, right? So that's cool or whatever. And then after I had joined, I didn't know that his mom was with him. So he ended up introducing me to his mom. And he was like, oh, we work together, but like not in the same department. And he was just trying to jog the conversation between us. So basically, I know he's offered stuff, but it's like, are you like playing a game? Because like there's also like a 9-year age gap. Like he's 9 years older than me. So it's like, I don't know. I don't want to get gang by no older man, but then also I never like ever been attracted to no coworker. So then it's kind of like a gray area there. So it's like I know you're not supposed to like what they say shit where you eat. So it's just kind of like I don't want to do that either.
Gotcha. So what's the question here again?
Oh, I'm trying to see like what is others' perspective on like potentially dating a coworker where y'all work together but not in the same department, so he's not like your boss or anything, or and also like if he's just kind of like being nice or if he's interested.
Gotcha. So you said that he doesn't really talk to other people, or he talks to you way more than other people at the job?
Yeah, like he doesn't like stop by anybody else's desk. Like he only stops by my desk.
Okay, he's interested. Are there other women there?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's interested. He's showing you special attention. Yeah, he's interested. And y'all work the way the environment is structured. Would you have to see him every day at work?
Yeah, it's like every day. Like he's a director, so the directors have like the main offices on the outskirts of. It's like a cubicle farm basically, and so my cubicle is like right in front of his door a little bit, but not directly. Like he would have to turn the corner. So I don't have to see him, but if he comes out of his office and stops at my desk, then of course I would have to see him. And then I guess, like, if I was to date him, which I really do want to get to know him, I would, like, what if it goes sour? Like, I don't want to be in, like, that kind of weird of a work environment since our desks are so close together. And then also, I guess, if things were to go sour, I think I'm pretty mature, so I can just, like, move my desk if need be.
Oh, you have that ability to move the desk?
Huh?
You have that ability to move the desk?
Yeah, we can just contact someone in our building and be like, hey, I want to move my desk here.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'll like move it in the back across the room so we would never cross paths.
Got you. Okay.
And yes, everybody sees that he like visits my desk every day. Like one of my coworkers was like, I was wondering if y'all were dating because like he comes and talks to you and y'all always laughing together and all of that. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I thought he was just being nice. Like,
nah, now they show special attention like that. They're not being nice. There's other reasons. Okay. Do you like really care about this job?
This is my career. So that's
career.
the other thing.
Yeah, that's rough.
But he's like, yeah, I really am interested in him. I'm just like, man, I'm just thinking ahead in the future. Like, that's just how I think. Like, even though he doesn't directly affect my position, like, you know, he can't hire or fire me. I can't hire or fire him. Like, it's nothing like that. It's just the fact that we're in close proximity.
I always tell people, listen, think of the best case, worst case, and most likely case scenarios. Okay? So when you're making a decision like this, define what the worst case scenario is. And then say, could you live with that? So what's the worst case scenario here? Like, it doesn't work out. Or like y'all get together and like he cheats or something like that, right? Okay. What would you do in that situation? Would you, like you already said you would move your desk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Could you actually be in the same room with that person after that and not react, not just be boiling the entire time? The answer,
like, am I mature enough to like not be in my feelings and like emotionally react to him?
Uh-huh.
I think so. That's why I'm kind of like slowballing it, because I'm like, I don't know. Like I've never been in this situation, so part of me is like, oh, what's the harm in getting to know him? But then part of me is like, this is also your career, so.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not so focused, like, I'm letting it take me away from my work or anything like that, but I'm just kind of weighing every scenario, basically.
Okay. I don't know why people are asking, is he married? The vibe I get from you is if he was married, you wouldn't even be asking this question.
No, like he's not married at all. Like,
People
and then
are.
also like, again, he's in a higher position, so I don't see him every day. Like some days he's off at contractors, and then he also travels a lot.
Okay. It sounds like, here's the thing. It sounds like you want to date him, right? Because
how does it sound like
because you keep making excuses for like why this is not that big a deal, right? And that's not a bad thing. It just says that like that's something that you actually want to do. So like you're not like listing out reasons not to. You're listing out reasons why it could work, right? So that means that's where you're leaning, right? There's nothing wrong with that. So my whole thing is like think about that downside. And if that downside to you isn't that bad, if it is something that you can deal with, right? If that downside is something you can deal with, then go for it, right? Because we always think about what can go wrong. We don't really think about what can go right. Especially the older we get, right? Like somebody said in the chat, this could be your husband. I'm not saying put that pressure on it. What I am saying is just how things can go terribly wrong in this situation. Things could go wonderfully right. So this is one of those situations. I don't know if you're a religious woman, but pray on it. Well, you did say you go to church, right? So pray on it. Mm-hmm. And, you know, especially if you're a religious woman, right? So it's like, you know, God works out everything to your good.
So I'm like,
exactly. So take the religious frame then. Take the God frame. God works out everything for your good, right? So if you're a Christian person, it shouldn't even be something you waffle over because you know no matter how it works out, God creates every situation, even the quote-unquote bad situations, for your good ultimately. So what are you really risking?
True. Yeah, true. Because I really do want to. I'll be honest. Like, I do want to get to know him. But it's that coworker thing. Like, you know, a lot of people just always say don't do that. Like, it can go sour.
Uh-huh.
And all of that. And it's just like, then I'm not a person who wants all my coworkers in my business, which I don't think he would do that anyway.
Yeah.
I know I wouldn't. So I guess that would have to be a conversation if we ever decide to even date or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want a whole bunch of people to know that at the job. Like, no.
I get it. I will say just be open to it, right? Because ultimately it's on him to still make the move and try to date you in the first place. But yeah, if you sound like you're already leaning towards this, the downsides do not seem that bad, right? So be open to it. See what happens.
Okay.
Keep me posted
Thank you for. What'd you say?
I said keep me posted though.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
No problem, love. You take care.
You too.
All right. Raphael.
Hey, man.
What's going on, dude?
I'm chilling. I just have a question. Like, I have a concern.
Okay.
So here it goes. So, I've just really been annoyed lately about how I get treated by a lot of people, specifically most women. Like, so let me tell you my backstory. So, growing up, I was a person with cancer, a brain tumor. Mm-hmm. So, I never really had that much of a normal childhood like that. I kept on going to and from the hospital and stuff, and like I had a lot of surgeries, so many surgeries, and one surgery was including my face, I'm weaker on my left side of my face and on my right side of my face, and it's pushed more. So I just feel like when it comes to dating, like I want to experience more things in life, and that one thing that I want to experience is dating. But I feel like when it comes to me, it's just really hard to date because I feel like females, they don't want to date me. They just like think that I'm ugly without giving me an actual chance to know my backstory. They just the second when I come to talk to them, they just assume the worst every time and they think like, no, I don't want to talk to him because he's ugly. And even if they do talk to me, and they won't even like have a conversation with me that much. It's like I'm carrying the whole conversation because like they don't find me attractive enough to be able to carry that conversation with me. So that's really my problem. My problem is that I just want to ask, why don't girls like me? I just don't understand that.
So the surgeries that you had, they changed how you look?
Yeah, I just feel like they will only date me. I feel like they only care about how a person looks or what a person has. But like their first approach is like, oh no, I don't want him. He's ugly.
Okay. That sounds like a tough situation, bro. I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm glad to hear that you made it through the cancer treatment, man. That's a blessing, right?
Yeah.
But we also have to be practical here. Okay? You don't want to fight reality because you will always lose.
Right.
So you cannot resent the fact that somebody is, if they don't find you to be physically attractive, you're like, wait, but you should give me you before the surgery probably would think the same. Right? Like physical attraction is a real thing. We can't deny that, right? If you deny that, you're just going to become a resentful, bitter person. So we don't want to put you in that situation, okay? But there's things you can do. There's always a path to win. You just got to find it. There's always a path, right? So if looks are not on your side, first, do what you can to control what you can control. If the surgeries impacted how you look, I don't know what your health is like now, but if you can get in the gym, right? Get some muscle mass on you. That's something that's a controllable variable, right? That's something that will make you more attractive. Make sure you put some energy into how you dress. Again, something you can control, right? Yeah. What you're going to have to really lean into, though, is your energy, your vibe, and your personality. That's where you're going to have to win. You're going to have to win there, okay?
Okay.
And you're also not going to be in a situation, more than likely, where you're going to go up to women on the street and then just generate attraction. That may not be your game. Just like you being on a dating app is not your game. It's just not a winnable game for you, right? But what is a winnable game is if you put yourself in environments where you see the same people over and over again, where they can be exposed to your personality, and then over time start developing warmer feelings for you. That's the game you have to play. You have to play the long game considering the constraints you're dealing with. That's just the reality of the situation. But if you can embrace that and not resent it, you position yourself to win. Okay? There are guys out there who are in this exact same situation, and that's how they have to play this. They have to play it by playing the long game. They just know, okay, if I have been impacted by this health condition and it has changed how I look, I have to win with personality, and winning with personality takes time. If a guy looks amazing, he can generate attraction like that, right? Because he looks really good. If you don't have looks on your side, you got to play the personality game, and the personality game is the long game. So you got to put yourself in a position where you can play the long game. And the only position you can put yourself in is where you put yourself in environments where you see people on a weekly cadence or a bi-weekly cadence, right? And then over time, assuming your personality is really good, you're putting out positive vibes, right? You're like the life of the party to a certain degree. People like talking to you. When people talk to you, they feel good emotions, right? Yeah. You position yourself to actually get somebody. But that's how you're going to have to play it. But here's the thing, and the reason why I'm bringing the personality thing up, because the way that you came into this call, and I completely understand it because I would feel the same way in your situation, there's already some degree of resentment for your situation and for how women are treating you. You got to get rid of that because the resentment is going to be felt. So if personality is how you win, what will ruin your personality is having any darkness, any resentment within you. You got to do what you can to get rid of that. Okay? Because the version of you that wins is very positive, very light in his energy, has a lust for life. It's a joy to be around. And you can't check those boxes if you have resentment in your heart. All right? All right, brother. Best luck to you, okay?
All right, okay. Thank you so much.
No problem, man. You take care.
You too.
Was in a flow state on that one. Hold on. Flow state on that one. You tapping into something right now, Express. I don't know. Feeling good about that answer.
Bars. I was sitting on mute going, just hollering. I was like, this is where we're supposed to be. But hey, Chad, just wanted to take a moment to reset the room. Thank you for joining the Signal Dating Live, where we are all here at this particular time experiencing the one and only Marquette effect. His level, we all know his knowledge and experience definitely supersedes who he is. And today we are going to just take a time to do a few house resetting rules. The first one, there are many chats that are already going on right now with the request to date, and we are not a dating live. If you have shared to your timeline, we want to make sure that you actually get a chance to share it to, the story, so we can get them out to different spaces. Our new top goal this week is going to be 115K. I know it's something else that I'm trying to think about. It's not coming back right this second. Man, I thought I had it written down. But nevertheless, keep tapping, keep sharing, and we appreciate you for all your engagement in the chat.
There we go.
If you know, you know. Welcome to the chat.
Appreciate you, Express. Yeah, like Hannah said, she said, make sure to have your question ready when you come up, though. All right. We're trying to help as many people as possible. So if you don't have your question ready, you take up time from somebody else. Danielle, what's going on?
Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Good.
Thank you for taking my call. I didn't know you had accepted me.
Yes.
I really like your show. Very intelligent and intuitive.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. I had a question, so I don't want to take too much of your time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 60 years old, and I had never really dated because in my 20s I was in school, and then in my 30s I was raising it.
Oh. Danielle, your mic muted. Let me unmute you.
Okay. Anyway, I was raising my son, and so because he was autistic, he's still autistic.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I was doing. And anyway, now I'm no longer having to be his lion mother. So here I am figuring out how to date. And so two questions. One is, how come young men are approaching me to date me when they can see that I'm old?
Mm-hmm.
Number one, I didn't understand that. Then the second question is, how do I know when I'm being friend zoned and the man is not really coming out to say, hey, I'm not interested in you, I'm just interested in you as a friend. So those are really my two questions. Thank you.
Okay. So when you say young guys, how young we talking?
Oh my goodness. Half my age.
Really?
32, and from 30 to about 50. That's still, well, 50 it's okay because it's near my age.
Yeah.
But 30, 40, I find that's a bit much.
I
And then the
understand.
maturity level is very low, and they have the attention span of a gnat, so that makes it a little bit challenging.
Yeah. And where are they like approaching you, like just when you're out and about? Like how are you meeting these people?
So I was very bored where I live. I just moved to where I live now. So I joined a dating site, and then that was the first time, as I said. And so these young people are approaching me. Well, they do say that I don't look my age, which is okay, but I'm old enough to be their mother. So it's a little bit embarrassing. And and then at school, what I do for a living at my school, other teachers check me out, but I can feel that even though I'm covered, I could feel they looking at me, and which is kind of strange for me. So it's like for the first time in my life, I'm noticing things. So
Okay. Well, now good for you. Danielle got her groove back. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So, I mean, that's typical for dating apps, right?
Yes.
If you're on a dating app, they're just trying to match with wherever will take them. But you also look young for your age, so they're not lying there. Like I can only see your profile picture shows up very small for me. I can't really enlarge it, but just from the little bit that I see, I wouldn't have assumed that you're 60. Let's put it that way. So I can see why young guys would be going after you. Now, the second question though is, you said how to know if you're being friend zoned. Have you had an experience where you think that you are being friend zoned?
yes. So I've met a few, like a few good men, perhaps two, and there's one I really like, but so we talk a lot and establish some form of like a friendship type thing, and then sometimes I can be shy a little bit, and so I say okay, but also I can be very outspoken, and so I say, what is it? Am I your friend, or am I? I don't hook up. I don't have sex with strangers, and so you have to tell me if I'm your friend. Say so. If I'm not, then say so as well. So since you're a man and all, I figured you might have the inside story.
So these guys who are being friendly with you, how are you meeting them?
On the dating app.
Danielle. Come on, Danielle. Come on, Danielle. You know the answer to this. You know the answer. You meeting them on a dating app, they got dating intentions, right?
If I may, since you're indulging me, I do have another serious question, and then I'll make it quick.
Okay.
I'm a cancer survivor, and I was supposed to give the oncologist 5 years cancer free, but I didn't make it. I have 3 years, and then they detected cancer, and then so I have to have another mastectomy. And then I was wondering if I should be honest about it when I meet these lovely men on the dating app. Should I say, look, I'm sick, I have one breast, not two, and should I do that, or should I just pretend that I'm all together?
Looking at your pictures, would they be able to surmise that themselves?
No.
Okay. It's a good question. Because if you show up and you look differently, it will come across as like you catfished them. Yes. I've seen people who had and this is a completely different conversation, but it kind of tangentially connects. Like I've seen women when I used to use Hinge who had some sort of deformity, and they just call it out in their profile.
Okay.
They just own it. Like, this is the situation. Not going to make it your problem, but this is just the situation. So love to still, go out with you and have a good time, right? I think that's the best move. I think that's the best move. Because it's like they're going to see you in person, and they may feel like they were sold a bill of goods if that's a situation, right? Like, because what you described is something that is observable on you, right?
Yes.
Yes. If it wasn't observable on you, my answer would be different. But considering that it's observable, like you got to kind of call out the elephant in the room, right? As fast as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree, and it's good to hear a man say so, because my brother would say, "Oh, you since they're not gonna, you better make sure you're super honest with them." I'm like, but it's so traumatic for a man to hear, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm sick," and but to hear another man say the same thing, just be honest. And I'm a terrible liar, and so it won't carry out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tune into your show a lot because you sound really intelligent. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Danielle. And again, you don't have to go into details if you share that on your dating app profile either. You don't have to like give specifics. You can just give them enough.
Yes.
To so that they are at least aware of what's going on and they have context for when they see you. Okay.
Yes. And they have said, so I went on some coffee date, and so the way I talk on the phone is very honest, and like I'm not shy. And then when they see me in person, then I'm a little bit shy, and then I'm a little bit shy about my accent, because I don't speak English like American. I'm not American. And so, and then I am covered. And so they would say, "Oh, you were so brash and so open over the phone, but then in person, you're very reserved and a little bit quiet." I said, "Well, who's not brave over the phone?"
Yeah. Right. That's right. That's good. It's just a little, you got some variety to give them, right?
Yes.
There we go. Well, keep me posted, love, okay? I hope everything works out for you.
Thank you, and I appreciate your time and patience. Thank you.
Absolutely, Danielle. You take care.
Bye.
She's sweet. Eve, what's going on?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm good. What can I do for you?
I have a question. So I'm talking to someone, and then he's an engineer. He work for a good company, but I'm a type of person where I like, when I'm talking to someone, I want them to be responsive on the phone, talking or like responding fast. But with him, he doesn't respond fast, but he's always consistent with responding. But it's like, it's taking time for him to respond. So then I'm like, how do I navigate someone like that when I'm used to someone who like responding fast, but with him it's like, it's not fast the way I want it to be fast. And I'm like, I don't know if this is the right thing, because in my mind I'm like, just block. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to block him, because there's nothing wrong to block the person. But I just like, it's very different when, people just don't match certain things and stuff like that. But I don't know. So my question is just, how do I manage, or how do I like, what do I do in a situation like that?
How long is it taking to respond?
Sometimes it take 2 hours, sometimes it take 1 hour, sometimes it take more than 2 hours.
And this is during the workday?
Yeah, during work day, yeah.
Okay. Well, you have to monitor your expectations there, love. If he has like a very like important job that takes up a lot of his time, he's not going to be able to just be available for you 24/7. So you have to learn how to regulate yourself, right? Sounds like you're anxiously attached. And the problem with anxious attachment is when y'all get activated, you put that responsibility on the person that you're with. Right? So you're like, okay, I feel bad in my body. Now you deal with it. You solve it. And it's that to people can be very annoying because it's not their responsibility. Okay? It's your responsibility to kind of control how you're feeling. So you have to learn how to regulate yourself. Okay? So part of that is going to be just be busy yourself. Find things to get into.
Yeah, actually, I have been doing pretty good with that.
Okay, good.
I have been doing pretty good, but it's just like, you know, sometimes you kind of like think about, oh, this is very different because I'm not used to this type of situation. When you talk to someone who not super responsive. So
Yeah.
I'm getting there, but it's like at the same time it's kind of bothering me. But then I understand that everybody's busy. Everybody have their own life. But even when I'm busy, I still make time to test people when they test me. You know.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Like
but you can't project you onto everybody else, right?
Yeah.
So that may be something that you prioritize, and everybody prioritizes that. Some people, like when they are working, they don't want any distractions. I know I used to do this. I used to put my phone in the other room when I was working. Good luck getting in contact with me. You know what I mean? So it's like some people are just like that. But as long as he's consistently showing up for you, right? Y'all are seeing each other. Y'all are like he's warm when you talk to him, right?
Mm-hmm.
It will be a good connection still.
But he's planning to come see me because we haven't seen each other yet. He's planning to come see me. He's gonna make the flight, which is a pretty big. I would say it's a pretty big. I would say it's a pretty big move when someone fly to come see you.
Sure. Absolutely. I agree. How long have you been talking to him?
It's been now a month now, so it's been a month.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep trying to keep busy. Learn how to regulate yourself. You know, engage in some somatic practices that can help ease your nervous system a bit, and yeah, you'll be fine. Just know that he's busy. This isn't a situation where it's like he's ignoring you. This isn't like a representation of like how strongly he feels for you. Is literally you chose to deal with somebody who has an important and busy job that takes a lot of their attention. Okay, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much. That just was my question. I appreciate your time.
No problem. You take care. All right.
Yeah, you as well.
Mm-hmm. Shot player.
Oh, hello.
What's going on, man?
Do you believe in soulmates? Like that there's somebody out there for everybody, and regardless of what you do, like even if you were to hide yourself, you would still find that person because they're your soulmate, and you guys are meant to be together.
I'm undecided.
You're not what?
I'm undecided.
Undecided?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering if you had any evidence, like as far as like soulmates existing or not, because I don't know. I feel like my soulmate is out there. Like I thought I met her, but I don't know if she's the one for me. I think, apple of my eye guy. Yeah, that's the girl that I'm talking about. Like she's the apple to my pie. Without her, I would die. The strawberry to my jam. She completes who I am. Yeah, that's me. Okay. Your audience remembers me. Some people remember me. Apple of my eye guy.
Let's get to the point, bro. What's the question?
All right. So, do you believe do you believe in soulmates? Because if she's my soulmate, I got to make exceptions. And if she's not, if soulmates don't exist and this is all in my head, like I'm just trying to figure out, is she the one for me?
Okay. Let's keep going. Melanie, you there?
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi.
So my question is, sorry, I wrote it down. Do you think this will be a success or a lie? So me and my ex, we broke up recently. We've been together for 5 years, and he's very hot and cold. He's kind of giving me mixed signals and.
Epstein, nigger, Epstein, nigger, Epstein, nigger, Epstein.
Oh, anyways, he's scared to be with me or around me due to his aggression and also our intense fights and stuff in person. And I'm also his first real relationship that he's ever been with. And since we've been together so long, he does mention he wants space now since we broke up. He wants to finish school within 6 months and see me after the 6 months. He doesn't want any distractions, and also wants to see if I change. So I kind of I don't know if it's BS or if it's a thing where could he be for real. He does talk about still loving me.
Okay. Repeat the problem again. What's the main core problem here?
Okay, so the core problem is just so he's giving me mixed signals. The other day he was so nice, he wanted to talk, he said he missed me, and then now he's just cold turkey. Now he wants to still keep his distance.
Okay.
So the problem is he basically wants to finish school. He said he wants space because after we broke up, he's just scared to be around me because he has like a lot of aggression and sometimes the fights can be like intense or like physical. So he kind of wants to keep away and try to finish school.
Okay. So when you said aggression, like what, has he put his hands on you?
Yeah.
Okay. And you want to get back together?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like because of the fact that I've been with him for 5 years,
Okay.
most of my relationships as well, to be honest, they were mostly like online, and I feel like I never really like connected with him. I feel like I never really connected with them the way I connected with him, especially because I feel like at the time too, I would mostly go for like older guys, and this is just something I felt like was different for once. Like he's a year younger than me. It worked out for 5 years, so I feel like, I don't know, I feel like in a sense I felt like he was my soulmate. So I kind of want to like stay, if that makes sense.
So you think your soulmate will put his hands on you?
No, but I feel like he's my soulmate.
And he's the one to put his hands on you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Okay. You're young. I get it. But y'all when did the physical aggression start? How many years in were y'all?
So I think it was like 3 years in is honestly when it started to be very like physical. Like it would honestly be between me and him. Like I'm not gonna just put all the blame on him. Sometimes we would be like pushing and like kind of like hitting each other, but not to the point where we're like, you know, black and blue. Nothing crazy like that.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
And what caused these big reactions? What was the contest? What were y'all fighting over?
A lot of times he can't really handle like communicate. Like he's an avoidant, so it's like when it comes to emotional stuff or like he did cheat in the past, and so whenever I like bring it up, sometimes he doesn't know how to handle the truth, or he'll feel like I'm attacking him if I keep bringing it up, or if I kind of like mention the truth on just like anything. Sometimes he just kind of tries to like flip it, and he'll say something like, no, you did something. And I'm like, what? We're talking about you right now. So usually a conversation will kind of get like that. Or if I don't agree on something he agrees on, and I say like, oh, I don't agree, but I accept how you feel, he like one time got like mad because of that. And it's like that caused the physical fight.
Okay. So he gets aggressive, and he cheats.
Yeah.
Okay. You know this is a bad situation, right? You do know.
I do.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, love, like I don't really have any advice for you other than like you just have to cultivate some self-respect and self-love. Because like if you loved yourself to a high degree, you wouldn't put yourself in this situation. Like, you haven't said anything to me that's compelling enough to suggest you should get back with this person, other than like I like him, have a good time.
I mean, oh, sorry, not to cut you off. I also did like, so we both like cheated on each other.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not gonna put all the blame on him. I did cheat, and then he cheated.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was emotionally cheating, he was physically cheating.
Okay. Yeah, it just sounds like y'all are very bad for each other, and y'all both have a lot of growing to do. And I think that's why this situation isn't registering as like something you shouldn't be a part of, because you're just as guilty as he is in your own mind. So it's like, because you also did the things, you're like, it's not that bad, right? But
yeah,
it is bad. It's really bad situation. It's not a good situation. It's not a soulmate situation. This is not a couple goal situation. This is a bad situation. And it's probably best for neither of you to be with anybody right now and do some healing, right? To unpack like what is going on internally with both of you, to where we have such like these big uncontrollable emotional reactions, because that's going to put you in a situation where you're not going to really work with anybody except for somebody who also has low self-esteem and thinks they deserve that type of connection. That's what's happening here. There's two parties, both of y'all have low self-esteem, which is why you continue to deal with one another. Because if you had higher self-esteem, you would be like, I'm definitely not dealing with this. What? I don't deserve to deal with this. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
yeah.
kind of fighting in the mud. You know, you got to
Do you
clean up.
think it's like? Do you think it's like a situation where like we could like grow and still be together, or it's just like dead end?
It normally doesn't work out that way, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta let certain connections go, and do the healing work. I know you're probably not going to. I know all this conversation, you're probably still going to try to get back with them. I understand that. You have to learn your own lessons on your own timeline. But when you do go back and it doesn't work out, remember this conversation, all right?
Okay, I want to mention one last thing. I'm sorry. But we did also, like, in the relationship, we did do, like, self-reflection. Like, I'll admit, even in the beginning, we kind of didn't know kind of who we were. And, like, a little bit more down the line, we started to realize, like, just kind of my attachment style, his, like, we kind of played those things out, different, like, morals and values. Like, we kind of understood that, but it just would go nowhere because he just emotionally is shut off. And at times, like, I want to keep talking about stuff, if that makes sense. Like, I'm the fearful avoidant, and he's, like, the avoidant.
Yeah, I know you're fearful avoidant. I got that vibe when you were talking. It's not... attachment styles is not it's not cognitive. Just because you can understand it intellectually doesn't mean you didn't accomplish anything by understanding it intellectually, right? It has to be something in your body. You have to be able to regulate your nervous system. It's a nervous system problem and a behavioral problem, right? So it's like there are plenty of people who can verbally tell you everything about their attachment styles. They can tell you every reason in the book why they do what they do, and then they still do it. It's not an intellectual thing, right? So it's like you have to actually go and heal. Okay?
Okay.
And with with fearful avoidant, I'm going to tell you, that's definitely not true for you. Fearful avoidant is a trauma-based attachment style. Anxious is not trauma-based. Avoidant is not trauma-based. Fearful avoidant, disorganized, is trauma-based. That's the hardest one to heal. And it normally does not heal without some sort of outside intervention, some sort of trauma-based therapy, EMDR, things of that nature that's going to help you like deal with the trauma that you're probably suppressing to some degree. Okay, so just want to leave you with that because this isn't something you're going to heal by reading a couple of books.
Okay, thank you so much for that advice.
No problem, love. You take care.
You too.
All right, Resilient King. What's up, man?
I mean, I had a quick question. All right, like, females I've dated and been in a relationship with tell me, I don't know how to show emotions and stuff like that, right?
Your audio's coming in real bad, boss man. There's something you can do? Change to your side?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, females I've dated and been in a relationship, right, tell me I don't know how to show emotions, all right? And it's not like the first time I heard it. I didn't heard it dang near from like every female I've dated. Like, you can be a female I care about, like, or be in love with, but tell me I don't know how to show emotions. Like, even the female I'm with now, it's like I don't understand what I'm doing. Like, toward like I don't know how to, I don't know. I can't like really explain it, like, because I don't know like what I'm doing wrong. Like I do for them all that, but they just tell me I don't know how to show emotions. Like, is that something I should take a break from dating and figure that out, or I don't even know the steps to figure that out.
Yeah, it's so when they bring that up, like, do you ask questions? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, but like it's like I don't get it.
What's their response when you ask that question?
Like I'm like closed out, or I don't express myself and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's normally like a communication thing, right? Like, are you verbally affirming them, verbally validating them, right? Do you show your vulnerable side at any time, right? But if multiple women are telling you that, it's 100% happening. If it's a pattern, once something becomes a pattern, it's like, it's real. Okay? So that is something for you to unpack. A lot of guys, man, who I take on as coaching clients, they have that issue where like they're completely detached from their emotional landscape. I had one of my first clients couldn't even tell you how he felt. He was telling me a story about like one of the women he dated when he was a lot younger. This guy's in like his 50s, I think, 50s or 60s. Got an abortion on him. And I was like, how'd you feel about that? And he was like, well, I understood what. I was like, no, I didn't ask you, did you understand? I asked you how you felt. And he couldn't answer the question. He didn't know. So it's
see,
like
and that's how that's what happened to me. It's like I don't know if I just freeze up talking about like stuff like that, or I don't know. It's just like I guess it's like hard to express my feelings or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, you probably suppress your emotions. You're probably detached from them, and they can't feel you because like women can only feel you to the same degree that you feel yourself, right? So if you're disconnected from your emotional landscape, she won't be able to locate you and feel you. You know what I mean? You'll kind of register blank, and they'll just feel that something is off. So that's where like that kind of stuff comes from. So yeah, you might need to you know, maybe educate yourself on that kind of stuff. I used to have a client, have him like check in with his emotional state daily, right? So set an alarm on his phone like multiple times per day where he just checks in and asks himself, how does he feel? Just so he can start like developing a language for it and like just locating emotions within his body to start like being able to cultivate a bit more of that emotional intelligence. But yeah, it will prevent you from like connecting with women. Like you'll hit a wall. You'll be able to attract them physically and get them in relationships, but like eventually you'll hit a wall with intimacy to where like you won't be able to go progress further until like you can dive deep internally. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
No problem, bro. Keep me posted on how it goes, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right, bro. Okay. Let's give Morgan a second to connect. See if she comes up. Okay, I don't think Morgan's going to connect. Fawaz, what's going on, man?
Good morning.
What can I do for you?
I'm from Nigeria.
No. Not doing that. Let's see, Rosalind. Okay, she might be going. D. Hello.
Hi, can you hear?
Yes, how are you?
I am good.
Good. What can I do for you?
So my question is, I recently just moved to from my city or state that I'm originally from, where my family is, to support my husband and his relationship, with our relationship. And the city, I'll go ahead and say we're in Georgia. I won't say what part, but we are in Georgia. And I moved from another state to support him. Mm-hmm. Now that we're here, he has decided to move to or look for better opportunities in the northern states. So with me just moving, I have two younger children, toddlers, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. No family support here, and he is currently in New York, New Jersey area with work. And I'm trying to get him to understand how I feel when it comes to being isolated, kind of taken away from my family. And he's more so thinking about, well, I'm trying to do this to provide for the family. How do I get him to understand that family support with two toddlers is important to me? Because all he's looking at right now is, hey, I'm trying to provide security, I'm trying to provide protection so we can get to the next level financially.
Okay. So you moved there with your husband, away from everything you knew, to support him. And then when y'all moved, what happened? Did something change?
He does IT work. So with his company, they do travel a lot, and he had an opportunity to go to New York on an assignment. And during that assignment, he was able to kind of explore the city and kind of, see what's around. And he kind of feels like that area would be more successful when it comes to business opportunities for him.
Okay. So wait, so y'all moved from Georgia to? Did y'all move to Georgia, or you're moving?
Yeah, we moved to Georgia.
Okay.
Yes.
And then when you moved to Georgia, he then went to New York, and now he wants to move to New York.
Yes. Now he wants to move to New York. Yes.
Okay, with the whole family.
Yes, with the whole family, but initially, himself, because he's on a work assignment.
Okay.
So he hasn't found anywhere for us to actually move to. It's more so he's on a work assignment, so he's in hotels.
Okay.
And probably like Airbnbs that he's kind of been staying in just himself. But when I asked about moving there, he was like, right now I haven't kind of got a set understanding on where he's actually want to live up there, but he just knows that he's had better experience with job opportunities being up there this short period of time that he's in.
So the problem that you're having is him being away right now, or is it the idea of moving to New York in general?
Both for me. And trying to get him to kind of understand my emotional thought process. I guess he's not understanding that, hey, you know, I have 2 toddlers. I just moved to Georgia, and now he's gone. There's no support here.
So when y'all moved to Georgia, you weren't expecting for him to just hop on
Correct.
a plane to New York?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. So that was like a in-the-moment decision.
Yes.
And he made that decision because an opportunity came up, and that would mean more money?
Correct.
Okay. Did he factor you into that decision? Like, did y'all talk?
Not necessarily. No, not necessarily. He just was like, hey, he seen the opportunity, so he kind of took it. And I'm more so of, you know, hey, I like to be that supportive wife. I like to be, you know, that submissive wife, and, you know, but I feel like it's kind of a thin line from being submissive, and, you know, you don't see that a lot, you know, in relationships. But I wanted to kind of support him in his goal and his dream, but also not lose myself.
I understand that. Do you work at all, or are you staying home mom?
I do. I'm not a stay-at-home mom. I do work. I am a marketer.
Okay.
So I do work
Okay.
as well.
Okay. When you say, okay, so you're basically handling all the stuff with the children. That's what you mean by like no support.
Yeah, all the stuff with the children, picking up from daycare. I don't have an outlet for, I guess, self-care for myself.
Yeah.
Because I moved to a new city. So, I mean, my outlet is go to work, but then you work and there's, you know, it's not a hard job, but you still have work stressors as well. And then you come home and you're, you know, you just have toddlers that you're dealing with. Like I said, they're only 2 years apart, 4 and 2. So, they require a lot of my attention, but he doesn't see that.
When you bring this up to him, what does he say?
We're going to get there. It's more so not looking at the now, but looking at the future. So he's more so saying, hey, I understand, you know, you're frustrated, but this is what I have to do in order to get us to the point where we can be at a financial standpoint where we can bring like a nanny or something in so she can alleviate some of the roles for the house duties or something like that.
Okay. So if you moved to New York tomorrow, would that solve most of this problem if you were with him?
For me, it not necessarily, I don't think, and that's just, you know, because I think we're living in a society right now where we do have to rely on a 2 household income, and I think moving to New York, I think I would not have that income coming in, so I think that might add more stress to him, without, you know, I don't know. because I don't know what New York is. I don't know. So it's hard to say. I think for me, I would feel like I had that support because he's there. But I don't think me actually moving tomorrow would help him, because I wouldn't be able to, you know, come up and be able to contribute to the household or anything like that.
Okay. I'm more so speaking from like the support perspective, because this is one of those situations we got to solve one problem at a time, right? With very complex issues, you can't solve them all simultaneously. You have to like kind of divide and conquer. So the main issue that you are dealing with is that you don't have any capacity right now because you have to work and then take care of two very young children. Understandable. So moving to New York at least alleviate some of that. But then it opens up another problem where the income you have coming in now stops coming in, which I'm sure he's aware of though, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm sure he's done the math also, right? Okay, so this isn't really a problem. Has he shown any kind of past behavior where he just made like reckless decisions?
I think sometimes he have made impulsive decisions.
Okay.
And I think and again, I'm on the outside looking in, I think moving to Georgia was an impulsive decision because it was kind of the same thing where it was like, hey, you know, he does IT, and when they started making a lot of remote jobs start to come in, his office was based in Atlanta, so he was like, hey, I have to move to Atlanta. So I not necessarily an impulsive thing, but it's all of a sudden type of thing. So I think when he made the decision to move to Atlanta, it was kind of like, hey, I have to, but also impulsiveness as well.
Okay.
Because he was able to, with what he does, he was hybrid. So he worked 4 days a week in the office or out of office 1 day a week. And then some weeks it was 3 days in the office, 2 days, you know, remote. And where we lived, it wasn't too far. We just was the state next over, Alabama. So it wasn't a bad drive, but he did tell me before we actually moved that it was getting kind of tedious with him driving back home. He didn't necessarily want me to travel as much with the children on the road so much, so he was making a sacrifice and coming back home. So he was kind of getting tired of the drive back and forth, you know, back home after they made the decision to no longer do full remote positions. So one of the things that he was trying to do was find something that was fully remote but could not. And like I said, with his job, he did travel a lot, and he does travel when it sometimes comes to like deployments and stuff like that. So that was one of the reasons why he did go to New York for an assignment. But while he was on the assignment, of course, he was kind of networking and things like that. So he felt like right now there are better opportunities there. But I literally just moved, and I'm like, wait, this is a shell shock, because here I am, I moved, you're not here, and now you're saying New York is a better opportunity, New Jersey area is a better opportunity. What about that same conversation we had 6 months ago before moving to Georgia? So how do I know it's not, you know, just a feeling?
Yeah.
Or how do I know it's not going to be the same thing?
Yeah. Okay. I think that character flaw of impulsivity is what's really bothering you. Obviously, the support too. Don't get me wrong; that's the major part of it. But I think how long have y'all been together?
7 years.
7 years. Okay. Has he been impulsive throughout the entire 7 years?
No, not throughout the entire 7 years. I would say, I guess now that I think about it, maybe the last 3.
Okay.
Maybe the last 3 or 4 years.
Okay. So when he says, I feel like there'll be better opportunities, is there like a hard number associated with it?
I don't. What you mean by hard number?
Meaning like, okay, I'm making
financially or income wise.
Yeah. Like I'm making 150 here. If I move to New York, I'll be making 230.
Well, he is. I would say he's saying maybe $30,000 more than where he's at now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I get the problem, right? So it's like, okay, if you move tomorrow, right, hypothetically, the support thing is taken care of, but just 30 is what I'm sure you're pulling more than that with your marketing job, right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely pulling more than 30,000.
Yeah, so then that doesn't make sense if like you don't have employment when you move there.
Right.
Okay, so now the math doesn't work. So we're assuming you're going to get employment quickly.
Correct.
Okay. Is he a planner at all? Sounds like a bad plan.
Not necessarily. I wouldn't say he's a good planner, but that's just now if he does plan, like he doesn't plan anything where it's like, hey, this is a goal in 6 months and this is what I want to work towards. Again, I do think sometimes it's off of his impulsiveness,
Gotcha.
because like I said, he went up there on assignment and it's like everything is good up there. So I mean, I don't know if it's more so the northern thing or just the south thing. I think one of the things, because he does IT, there are not a lot of black IT because he's firewall network engineer, and so he's not help desk IT. He's like doing stuff like that. So you don't see a lot of African Americans in that role, and I think there have been situations on jobs with agencies down south that he kind of felt like he had to work a whole lot harder. He's just saying he's just not getting that up north. It's more so like, hey, I just want the job done type of thing. But he was like, down south sometimes have that that slave-like mentality, sometimes even in corporations. So he's like, I always got to work 10 times harder, being an African-American man in the role that he's in now. So he kind of feels like since New York is a little bit different, is what he's telling me. So I don't know. I don't want to push back too much, but I also want to show that I am supportive.
I get it,
it's
but
hard trying to do that when you don't fully know the plan, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because there isn't one. It's we are reading the moment and then making a decision in the moment, right? Because it's like, I get what he's saying. I'm not saying that. I mean, I understand what he's feeling, but at the same time, we're just talking about $30K extra in a city that's more expensive than where you're currently living. I can probably guess that, right? Mm-hmm. We're talking about New York, so then the cost of living is higher, and then you're in the negative because you don't have a job yet, and then we're assuming you're going to get employment in today's, job market. That could be delayed a little bit, right? So it sounds like a bad plan. He's not covering all the. Almost seems like an emotional decision instead of a practical one that's been thought through.
But how do you voice that?
Are you the planner in the relationship?
No, he is. He's the planner. Oh. When it comes to dates, he plans it, and he does a good job. He might he might say, hey, give me some things that you might like to do, and he does plan a lot. Vacations, he plans it, and they're really good. But I'm not the planner. I just kind of go with the flow. And like I said, he does good, like vacations, dates, and things of that nature. But I think sometimes when
when it comes to decisions like this, I'm not sure. I mean, some things I kind of plan when it comes to the children. You know, I'm the one that's making sure they're in the right school, the right area. When it came to, you know, buying a house and selling a house and buying another one, I did that because he's like, hey, that's, you know, this is your baby type of thing. But financial decisions and things like that, he does plan.
It doesn't sound good, love. It doesn't seem like he's thinking everything through. And it may be due to like he's hitting the limit on his capacity, where he's trying to work and be in the thing and make things work for right now. And making things work right now prevents him from focusing down the road where more issues will surface. Right? So like right now it's taking all of his mental bandwidth, and he's not even seeing like, oh, but this is another problem we're going to have to solve. And he may be telling himself, we cross that bridge when we get to it, we'll figure it out.
He does. There's been times where we've made decisions and he has said that we'll cross that bridge when it get there. And I pretty much, again, I usually kind of go with the flow of things. I'm more so, you know, hey, you know, our creator will, you know, lead us down the right path or fix the situation. I'm more conservative. I'm more so, even though we're living in this day and age, I'm more so really do allow him to lead. And if he messes up, I'll allow him to correct that. But I just don't know about this one. So I don't know how to voice that without not feeling supportive, nor voice that without overstepping, you know, or questioning his judgment.
Gotcha. I get it. I get it. Okay. What you need from him is like a timeline as to when you're going to move to New York, so you can get that support back. You don't strike me as someone who's like, I'm not moving to New York, right? So why even pretend like we're going to have that conversation?
Right.
Like, if he wants you to move to New York, you're going to move, right? So it's like, all right, well, then we need to work with that. What will make you feel better at first is at least a timeline as to like when you're going to move. So you at least have like, it will give you a little bit of relief if you know, have clarity on you're lacking stability right now.
Right.
And that's making you dysregulated on top of all the responsibilities that you have. So the ambiguity of not knowing when things are going to happen is just an extra stressor. So having some sort of clarity will ease you a little bit. Like if he said, okay, this is the date, right? You need some sort of timeline. He can't just be there and like, you don't know what's going on. Okay. So when you talk to him, like when you bring up the issue with support, let him know like, that's what I at least need that. I need a timeline. So I need you to prioritize that and give you a timeline. In the meantime, if you haven't already, start applying for jobs in New York, right? Start trying to lock something in New York down. Don't wait till you get there. Try to lock something down in New York. Go ahead and start applying for gigs if you have the bandwidth to do so. I know it's maybe feeling possible considering taking care of 2 toddlers, right, and have your own job, but I don't know if you have to apply while you're at the job, but just start trying to find something in New York. So when you get there, you can go ahead and hit the ground running, and y'all won't be in another situation where it's like we're still stressed out even though we moved, right? Mm-hmm. And once things kind of settle, y'all are going to have to like renegotiate in a sense how the relationship dynamic flows, right? Where it's like maybe you take on some of the planning a little bit. Maybe we like think through this as a team. It doesn't mean that we're like in a 50-50 dynamic now. It just means no one person has all that capacity. Mm-hmm. Right? You're a competent individual yourself, right? Like, you've done marketing and stuff like that. You have a working brain. So it's like you have a lot to contribute that's not being tapped into right now. because he's trying to take things over himself. Like in relationships, you typically have somebody who is the dreamer, right? You have someone who's the kite. They're in the clouds. And then you have another person who's like on the ground, like making sure the kite doesn't fly away. That's usually how a lot of relationships go. I'm the kite. My past relationships I'm the kite. I'm the dreamer, right? The woman that I'm with normally is like grounds me. Okay, like is this really realistic, right? Let's think about it, right? Yeah, pursue that, but let's have a practical plan. You're going to have to embody more of that role, right? Right now, you're taking the submissive role, and it's like that's good, but submissive does not mean like you don't contribute. You know, you still contribute. You're showing up more in a passive state.
Right, I am.
And you have to embody some of that role. That's not guaranteed that he's going to listen to you, because you will effectively be showing up different in the dynamic, but hopefully he does, right? But this is not an easy situation. It's a very complicated situation. There's a lot of balls in the air. So we have to take it one step at a time. So the first step, get that timeline just so you can like ease your nervous system a bit. That'll help you out a lot. Second thing, start applying for some work there in New York. Third thing, once things stabilize a bit, once there's income coming in and you can breathe a little bit, okay, now we have to talk about this, because the impulsivity is not sustainable, and eventually he will make a bet that puts y'all in a bad situation.
Right.
Okay?
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem, D. Keep me posted on how things go, okay?
Good deal. Thanks.
All right, take care. Yeah, that was a rough one. Rough situation. No clear answer there either. I think she got some good stuff, though. All right, people, that's a wrap. If you're new here, make sure to follow. I go live multiple times per day, 12 p.m. Eastern Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be live again at 12 p.m. tomorrow, so make sure you follow. If I didn't get to your questions tonight, I will get to it then. Guys, if you need help with dating and relationships, you can click the link in my bio for coaching. Help you out, whether you're dating or in a relationship. Help you out either way. Appreciate the mods, appreciate the chat. I will see you all tomorrow. Y'all take care.